If you've ever wondered what it takes to become a content creator, this is the exact video you need to watch. We're going to dive into what to do if you are starting from scratch to build a successful business and learn how to stand out. So I'm going to teach you everything I wish I had done when getting started on my own journey that would have propelled my business forward way faster without hitting burnout. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina Lebar. I help business owners, entrepreneurs, and coaches grow and scale their business using social media. So being a full-time creator doesn't always need to result in you hitting burnout if you build the proper foundations where your business doesn't need you on 24/7. I was personally at that point in my business where I hit major burnout because I didn't build strong foundations, and it really started to affect my mental health. I would love to dive more into that because there is a good chance if you are just getting started, you are working a job or a 9-to-5 and you are building this next to it. So I want to help you avoid overwhelm and burnout while building out your business. Also, with all the different advice online on how to get started, I could only imagine just how overwhelming it might be trying to figure it out on your own, especially when most of the advice people are sharing nowadays is very outdated, like niche down, share a ton of value, and just be consistent and you will succeed. That is not the only secret sauce to success. It is way more than that. So if you have tried this out, there is a good chance you didn't succeed, and that is now why you're watching this video. And the reason it probably didn't work out for you was they either didn't give you much context or break it down enough, or you may have implemented it wrong and missed a few steps. So let's break it down for you and take you back to the basics and walk you through the steps to become a successful creator. So I want you to imagine this. You're starting from absolute zero as a creator, no followers, no engagement, just your passion and a burning desire to make it big. What would you do? You would first want to, one, define your creator goals. So this is your niche, your target audience, and your passion topics. Firstly, your niche, and I know you have probably heard this a lot, but let's quickly break it down for you. A niche is a specialized segment of a market for a particular kind of product or service, and niching down involves identifying a specific area within your field of interest, like fashion, fitness, travel, and by narrowing your focus, you can establish yourself as an expert in that particular niche and attract a specific type of audience. But instead of just focusing on a broad niche, I want you to get more specific and speak directly to your target audience. So as an example, if your niche is travel, then it could be travel for people on a budget. It is important to focus on a very specific genre or topic that is going to help you grow. But if you are someone who doesn't want to be placed inside a box to a specific topic, then I want you to think about what topics are you passionate about that you can create content on. So start to narrow down a few ideas and start to come up with content ideas you can create and see how many ideas you can come up with. And the most important thing is whatever you decide to create content on, you need to make sure you can consistently come up with ideas on those topics. If you struggle on a certain topic and can't come up with more than 10 ideas, then that might not be the best topic for you. There is a reason accounts blow up on certain platforms, and that is because they become known for something. So as much as you may not want to niche down, it really does help you grow and become the go-to for something. So when choosing your passion topics, that will be a part of your strategy that you will be posting about weekly, and you'll see why understanding your niche and target audience is so important when choosing your topics. So I want you to ask yourself, do you think there is interest or a need on the internet for this topic you are interested in? Because when it comes down to your niche, there will be multiple topics you can teach on that you are passionate about and that your audience wants to learn about, but not all of them will have a major demand, at least not enough to make you financially successful. There needs to be a major need from your audience. So there are a couple ways to deduct research to make sure there is a need for it. The first one is that you really need to understand your audience and create content that's going to resonate with them. The way to understand who they are is by researching their demographics, interests, pain points, their strong desires, and goals that they want to achieve, and observe their online behavior. It's really important to be aware of who you are talking to when you are creating content. And most of the time it is someone like you, but just a few steps behind you. So I want you to ask yourself, who is going to resonate with my content, who can relate to me, who is already watching similar content to what I want to make. And then I want you to go to your competitor's feed and figure out who their audience is, who is engaging with their content. And this should give you a good indication of who might be your ideal client. By doing this, it should give you a good sense of who your target audience is. And this is really important because a major mistake I see most people make is that they are creating me content. And that means you are creating content that you want to make rather than having your audience top of mind and wondering how this piece of content will help them. This is not a good strategy to have, as it will not help you grow or attract your ideal audience, and will have your profile looking like a personal page rather than a business or brand profile. This is why it is important to know who you are targeting and to keep them in mind when creating content. It will also help make your content creation process way easier when you have clarity around what they are struggling with, what their goals are, and most importantly, what their desires are. This truly is what will make you a successful creator when you nail down who your content is for and how they can relate to your messaging. So when you gain clarity around what your niche or brand is, who your target audience is, what topics you'll be posting about, this is going to help you train the algorithm so that it knows who to send your content to. So that if you are posting about fitness content, it will get sent to people interested in fitness. Then you want to make sure your bio, your Instagram handle, and your name field are all aligned with your business or brand, so that when you attract new eyes from your content to your profile, they will be able to tell right away what you do, who you help, and what to expect from your page. And this will help position you as an expert, which will help you grow your account. Because when it's clear what you do and if your page is for them, then they are going to hit that follow button. If you want more help and receive the exact breakdown you need to get started on your journey of growing your business, I created a 51-page Instagram growth blueprint that gives you the exact strategies that have helped me and my clients grow their account and convert their following into clients using their content. Inside the guide, you'll receive how to define your niche and narrow down your content pillars to become the go-to expert in your industry. Create a personalized content strategy that works for your business. Learn the different types of content you need to create that will help you grow your account, nurture your audience, and convert into sales. A month's worth of content ideas and story ideas, engagement hacks, SEO, and so much more to help you get started on your growth journey. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to get your hands on the Instagram growth blueprint. Now that we have your creator goals sorted out, it's now time to figure out which platform to post on. There really isn't any right or wrong answer here. What I would first suggest for you to think about is, what platform do you love consuming content on? Most of the time people get inspired from a creator on a platform and they want to do the same thing. I first chose Instagram because it was the main app I would consume all my content on, so I ran with that platform. And then when I had picked up traction on that platform and built an audience, I then started building on the next platform, which was TikTok and YouTube. I definitely do not recommend running on all platforms when first starting off. You will burn yourself out very quickly trying to juggle and figure everything out. Plus, each platform has a completely different strategy and what type of content people like to consume. So repurposing on every platform probably won't work, especially when you're splitting up your energy on all of them, rather than jumping into one and giving it your 100% effort. The other thing to think about is what type of content you enjoy consuming. Is it long form? That could be YouTube videos. Is it short videos? That could be Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube shorts, or videos, graphics, and photos. That would be Instagram. Whatever platform you choose, you need to enjoy the content you're creating. So if you're passionate about consuming it, then you will most likely be passionate about creating that type of content. The other thing to consider is, if you are a business owner or an influencer, Instagram is great for that. And let me explain why. Instagram specifically caters to businesses and creators right now. So if you are an artist or a songwriter, Instagram might not be the right platform for you to try and grow on. They focus on pushing out content creators a lot, and it's a really good place to build a community. There are so many ways to connect with your audience on Instagram and ways for them to also engage back with you. So this is probably the best place to start for someone who is just getting started. TikTok is a great place for exposure. This is also where a lot of songwriters and influencers blow up on, but this platform does want more effort than Instagram. If you really want to start picking up traction on that platform, they want you to be posting like 2 to 3 times per day, that's what I said. But the positive is the content quality does not need to be as aesthetically pleasing that Instagram expects. So TikTok is also a huge search engine platform that all Gen Zs are using. So if this is your target audience, I highly suggest using that platform. I grew to 15,000 followers on TikTok TikTok within a few months, but that was from posting 3 times a day, and it did burn me out trying to keep up with everything until I got to a point where I need to slow down because that wasn't the only platform I was posting on, so it can be a lot. YouTube is also going to be the biggest investment of your time because it is more of a commitment and you won't see quick results within just a few months of posting like you would with Instagram or TikTok. YouTube is a platform that you jump in for the long haul, but the positive is it is definitely worth your while because after a certain amount of views and subscribers, it starts to pay you, unlike the other platforms. And the content on YouTube is evergreen. So you'll continually get paid out every month for your efforts, even the more people watch your content, even from your older videos. So I would highly encourage you to start with just 1 or maybe 2 platforms max that you enjoy consuming content on. And I also want you to really think about where your ideal clients hang out. Is it TikTok? Is it Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn? Then do research on that platform, observe the content in your industry, what content is performing well, the topics, the style, and take note of that when starting to prepare your content. The next thing to focus on once you have chosen the right platform for you is going to be your content pillars and strategy. And I would usually dive into this with my clients because knowing the main topics you speak about is what you'll be known for, and this is so important. But we're switching things up because something I am seeing that is working so well right now, and I personally think it's a great way to kickstart an account, is by starting a reel series. The first thing I want you to do is stop posting, just take a break, because if you are watching this video, the strategy you are using right now is probably not working. Let's take a bit of time to start planning out your content. So in the era of short attention spans, creating binge-worthy content is essential for Instagram growth if that is your goal to kickstart your account. So think about it. What makes you binge watch a series on Netflix? It's compelling story, it's cliffhangers, and it's relatable characters, and dying to know how it ends. So if you apply the same principles to your Instagram series, keep your audience hooked with captivating visuals, suspenseful storytelling, and content that resonates with them on a personal level. So what I recommend is to pick a very popular topic in your industry that you usually talk about, that you want to be known for, and think about how you can create a reel series with multiple videos out of that one topic. So as an example, something that helped me grow my account a lot was my Instagram hacks I Bet You Didn't Know series. I did this for about 7 to 10 months and just started it out again recently. Every time I would post a new one, all the other videos in that series views went up, including my following count, because people knew that if they followed me, they were going to receive more of that type of content that was related to my niche and the other content I was posting. I was only doing those videos once a week, and that was working great. And I was seeing good traction after a while of posting them. But I have been doing research on accounts, and what I have seen that is working so well is creators starting a brand new account with one specific goal and series in mind that they are telling their audience about within their content right off the bat, and counting the days in the video. So day 1, day 2 of blank, your title, and their account's growth is skyrocketing within a couple of months of starting their account. To get your account moving, and my suggestion would be when you start a series, 1, relate it to your niche, and 2, if not now, but eventually lead to one of your offers so that you're doing this series for a reason. And when jumping into this, have an end goal in mind or some kind of number in mind for your series. This is going to help the viewers get attached to the content, especially if it is something they desire as well. Whether that's I'm on my journey of quitting my job and building a 50K a month online business, or within the next 4 months, I want to lose 60 pounds, or follow along for the next 30 days of my summer wardrobe inspo. Whatever it is, I would attach some kind of number to it. Now, when posting this series off, it's important to do the foundation work beforehand that we touch on in the beginning of this video, knowing what your niche is and who you are creating content for and what you want to be known for. This will help so much when in the creation phase of putting it all together. So when attaching a number to it as well, don't feel pressure to post every single day. You are allowed to skip a couple of days. Maybe though, don't post and ghost though for a week. Your page probably won't pick up the traction you're looking to achieve. Another tip is that when creating your series, for the first couple of videos, introduce what the series is, what your goal is, then the amount of days you plan until you hit it. And then after that, try to introduce the series at the end of the video. This way you are keeping them engaged and you won't have them scrolling on by when they see it's another serious episode. Make sure, even though it might be a challenge for you, that you are creating the content for them, using you instead of me, and making sure they are walking away with a value that they can implement or that they feel inspired after watching your video. This is going to help you grow and create an engaged audience. Make sure your hook for the video is clear what your series is about and that it is meant for them to learn as well. As an example, building a 50K a month online business or helping you lose 30 pounds in the next 90 days, as long as it is clear what your mission is for the series that aligns with the brand you want to create. And then step number 4 is going to be to start your email list. And as someone who waited way too long to start my own, I can definitely say I regret it. When my account started to pick up massive traction, I didn't have anywhere to funnel that audience onto a platform that I own. So you might be at a very early stage of starting off and might be thinking, I don't need this right now, but please do not skip this part. It is never too early to start building out your email list. And as you are growing your account, you can grow your email list next to it. This list will be something that you own, and it's a better way to connect with your audience and nurture them without any algorithm getting in the way, because when you send your emails out to them, you know it is 100% getting into their inbox because you own these contacts. It is also the best place to sell to your audience because the people on your email list are your biggest fans. So how do we even start an email list? And the best way, in my opinion, to collect emails, because no one is going to hand it over for free without getting something in return, what I would recommend is creating a freebie for your audience that aligns with a topic you are an expert on and will align with one of your offers. And this freebie may give them an instant results, instant wins that they can go and quickly implement. So the first thing to look into, go to your competitors, see what kind of freebies they are offering. Is it an ebook? Is it a masterclass? Is it a checklist? A free training? Look at what other people in your industry are offering, because it is probably working for them and you have the same ideal audience, so that it is probably the type of content they like to consume. Then when creating your own freebie, please don't ever copy anyone else's work. Always add your own info and twist to the topic. This will also help you stand out. So as an example, maybe you are a fitness coach, so you create an ebook with recipes and workouts that they can go and download. This will also give them a taste of what it would be like to hire you and work with you. It's also so easy to throw together a freebie using Canva. They have so many templates on there for you to download and use. So even if you aren't great at design, it will be so easy for you to throw one together. Or maybe a video is something you prefer, so you can film some workout videos or trainings and upload it to YouTube as unlisted, so that they need to give you their email to access it. Now, if you don't have a website to post this freebie on, there's 2 platforms I swear by and I use religiously that I recommend to all my clients, and they are beginner friendly, and that is Flowdesk and Standout. Either one will work, and it will be the cheaper option for you based on the number of subscribers you have. Most platforms charge you more as your subscribers go up, but these platforms will remain the same price for you no matter how many subscribers you have. But if you really want an all-in-one tool, then I highly recommend getting a Standout. It's great for replacing a website, so you can upload your offers on there, your coaching, and have people also pay through that platform. So it is very useful if you are a service provider. And Flowdesk is also great just for putting together your email list with beautiful templates that you can use for your emails. So once you've set up the platform you want to use, then you'll want to share your freebie with your audience and make sure it is accessible to them. I would put it in my link in bio on all my platforms and then put a call to action letting them know about it. Grab my free Instagram growth guide. This way, as you get new followers checking out your page, they're gonna go see your free offer and download it. If you want to try these out, I have some discount codes and a free trial that I'll link below for you if you want to try out these platforms. And the last thing I want to touch on that I really wish I had started right off the bat and didn't wait until I felt ready was starting to monetize my account. I feel the old mindset for this was waiting until our audience was big enough to start selling our offers to them. Well, it is definitely not like that anymore. I see creators with just a couple thousand making 7 figures with their audience. I feel like everything has shifted a lot, where people see all these accounts as actual businesses now, now and that work with brands, and it's becoming the norm. So I think it's a great idea if you are just starting off to start implementing these monetization strategies as early as possible while you are growing your audience and business, because if your account does pop off one day, you'll have something people will want to purchase from you. And the last thing I want for you is to have a very time-consuming hobby. Now, you don't need to put in a ton of work right now and create all the offers. You can even just get started off with affiliate links from your favorite tools that you use, or even by putting together an Amazon storefront with products you recommend. As content creators, you can do brand collaborations, which is where brands pay you to post about them on your platform. You can even create UGC, which is user-generated content. You don't have to be any sort of influencer and have any followers whatsoever to make money off of it, because basically user-generated content is you creating content for a brand where they would use it on an ad or on their profile. And this is something that is becoming more and more popular. And then as you start to grow your platform, you can start to offer digital products or courses, because you do want to warm up your audience and nurture them before you even start pitching them. But it could be as small as creating a $27 guide or a $49 masterclass, or even a monthly membership. It doesn't need to be a huge offer like group coaching or a course that is going to take a lot more of your time to create. So just starts off small, because most of the time this is what people want to purchase first from you before they even invest into a high ticket purchase. Then you'll want to start pushing your offers in your content and in your stories, or talking about it in your YouTube video like I did at the beginning of this video, to start to bring awareness to your offer. This is also where your email list comes into play, because you'll be launching it to your biggest fans in your list. I also have an Instagram stories that sells YouTube video that I'll post up here if you want to learn what types of content work to showcase your offers in your stories. Now, I would recommend when you are first starting off to choose one offer and run with it. You don't want to come off salesy to an audience you still haven't warmed up. You also want to become the go-to expert for that offer, because you'll also start to learn how to sell to your audience. So once you have perfected that and it starts to pick up traction, then you can add on another income just like your email list, and make sure you are putting your digital offer everywhere so that people can see it. In your link in bio, could be in your stand store, in your stories, and then add it as a highlight so people can go and see all the details about your offer. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, I am so glad to see you are dedicated to getting started as a content creator. Once you have gotten your strategy figured out and you start to show up consistently on the platform you have chosen, be patient with it. Nothing happens overnight. And if you're looking for more guidance to get started, reach out to me. I can mentor you and help you put together a personalized strategy for your brand or business that will cater to your goals. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.